Howdy folks out there, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are halfway done with the Baltic coast of Denmark and Sweden bush trip in the C-172 Classic. Not to be confused with the identical bush trip with the glass cockpit plane that I still have to do. Anyway, 3 legs in this video, 7, 8, and 9. I assume you know what I'm talking about since this is not the first video in the series. Alright, we'll just quick look around here because this is a new video and it's been several days since I made the last video. So, oh yeah, that's right. We came from there. We're alongside this enormously long island, which we're going to fly over to in this leg. And I looked up the satellite imagery of this airport in real life, and it looks exactly like this, with the short little runway and all this stuff. Exactly like that in real life. So, I'm looking at the PAPI, see if it changes, because that'd be interesting. Nope, it does. Interesting, the PAPI changes just like it would in real life because it's the viewing angle that changes it. Oh, that's super cool. I didn't realize it did that. That is amazing. Okay, anyway, enough rambling. Let's get going because I do want to do 3 legs in this video. So here we go. We've got the fuel on, I think, because I came from a different video. I left the sim and came back. There we go. Turn on some things. Turn on the strobe because we're about to start up. Mixture forward, and should start up just like that. Yes, yes. There we go. Alrighty, taxi lights on, pitot heat, we'll keep the pump on, and flaps down 1. There we go. Let the Garmin boot up while we read about where we're going. Again, I assume you've watched the other videos in this series, so you know what's going on. Right away, we're going to find the Berge Water Tower, like right away, if we take off in the right direction. If we have to take off a different direction and turn around, we might miss it. So what else comes next right after that? Then we're going to go to the bridge, which we just saw in the preview when I overlooked the area. You can read about this if you want to. I don't want to lose my voice. I'm not going to read everything. But the Öland Bridge connects mainland Sweden to the island. There we go. Oh my gosh, this is all so close together. We'll just do this all at once. And then you're going to follow the span of the bridge to get to the island. Or the end of the city of Fjärderstanden. Fjärderstanden. Fjärderstanden translate to ferry town, because that's where the terminal was for the ferries. Makes sense. And then, after that, we're going to look for a castle flying inland. The ruins of Borgholm Castle, a massive fortress built in the 13th century, located to the south of the city. Solliden Palace, the summer residence of the Swedish royal family, is located directly to the southwest. So, a huge castle and then a palace right next to it. And then when we get back to that, oh, then we land at the airport. Okay, I guess I'm not going to do much talking in this video. We're just going to look for everything. And I'm not going to talk with you as we go, because then it would be a bunch of blabbing. So we're going to, what are we looking for? A tower, which we'll see together. A bridge. Then we'll look for the ferry port, the castle and palace, and then the airport. Well, that's easy enough. Okay, this is a super easy one. Super easy leg, I should say. Let's tune ground. And let's depart north.
Kalmar ground turtle soup tango 41 ready to taxi north departure.
Turtle soup tango 41 taxi to and hold short of runway tree for via taxiway Alpha 10. Contact tower on 130.805 when ready.
Taxiing, hold short runway tree 4 via taxiway Alpha 10 turtle soup tango 41.
Alrighty, just playing with lights and things. This finally get going. This finally got going. Let's find the small cursor. There we go. Oh, we know how to fix the GPS. We know how to fix it. POI 32. If we go in the flight plan, we can scroll all the way down to 32. If I can find which one it is. Not that one. Nope. Let's get out of that. How do I get out of this? There we go. We want to go to 32. There we go. Nope. That way. 32, 32, 32, direct. Yes. And that'll get us back on track. Bam. So we can use GPS. And autopilot again. We've talked about this already in the previous videos. Why we're using autopilot and GPS. Because we've navigated in every possible way over time. And there's just nothing to prove to anybody. We'll zoom this one out a little bit so we can see what we're doing. And, well, let's zoom that a little bit. That's really close. There we go. So we got the tower, the bridge, the ferry dock, and then the castle and palace, and then the airport already. So very simple. We're going to taxi. I wasn't paying any attention to what we're doing. Runway 34. Let's hit D to sync that up. There we go. Runway 34. So we want to face that direction. So which one is 34 then? Is it this one right here? It is. So we're just going to go straight out. All right, Alpha 10. Let's use this view. Take off parking brake. And get going. So as far as the sightseeing goes, in case you haven't watched previous videos, sometimes we'll fly from POI, which is point of interest, to point of interest. Let me do one thing here. Let's redo the GPS. Come on, CDI button. Where are you? Nope. We have to go over here. I hope we're not running into anything. Go back to GPS. Come on. There we go. And that will make this line purple too. Alrighty. We'll fly to POI together as I talk. Sometimes if it's a long distance, I shut my mouth and then you get sightseeing on the way. In this case, everything is close together, but I don't want to talk for 30 minutes. So we already read about what to look for. I'll make sure in sightseeing you see each of those things, plus a little bit more, and I'll see you at the airport. That's where we're going to do this. So there you go. I was also putting some thought into the other bush trip that is the same as this one, but it's slightly different plane. Well, same plane too, just glass cockpit. And I was thinking, what could I do? I don't want to necessarily record it because it'll be the same dang thing. So I was thinking maybe what I could do is just do a quick fly to airport and do the whole thing in one video or something. This super quick video. And if we stop, we should get tower clearance. There we go.
Kalmar Tower, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 41, ready for north departure at runway tree 4.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 for 1 altimeter 29er decimal 9er 21264 at 5. Departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4, Turtle Soup Tango, 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 41.
Alrighty, we will be doing some hand flying before we engage autopilot because we have to get back on the purple track, and if we don't, autopilot won't find it. It'll get confused. So we need to do some flying on our own here to get to 32 and 33. Maybe not 34. We should be connected by then. Here we go. Brakes us off the wheels. Gear is fixed. Flaps coming in. Let's turn midway. The radio that we're okay to depart or continue on our trek. We're just going to do it like this. And I'm watching the GPS just to make sure we hit that diamond so it connects to POI 33 on the GPS. There's a tower right there above the nose. You see it? So let's fly there. And then we'll fly over the bridge, which is to the right of the whiskey compass.
Turtle Soup Tango
There
Tango
we go.
Tango 41 continue for north departure.
Kalmar Tower, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 41, continue for north departure.
Alrighty, can I engage autopilot? I think it will work. Let's do autopilot and let's do nav. There we go. 700 feet per minute. Whoops, let's use this one. There we go. Perfect. So there's the tower right there. And then the bridge is right there. And hopefully autopilot caught the next waypoint. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can see that tower from... Oh boy, it's going to S-curve around, isn't it? So you see the tower from inside, but it's going to S-curve around. I shouldn't have engaged autopilot yet. I should have kept flying. Whatever. Whatever, we'll let it play its game. There we go. We made it to the tower just the way it wanted to. It was very insistent on flying to the tower. So I'm going to fly the bridge, then the ferries, and then the palace and castle, and the airport. So I'm going to stop talking already. I know, 10 minutes in and I'm going to stop talking. Amazing. And you enjoy the flight. I'll give you some sightseeing. Well, for me it's going to be 20-some minutes or whatever. But for you it's going to be like 3 minutes maybe. Maybe less, maybe more. See you in a little bit.
Soup Tango 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 41 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Kalmar Tower, Turtle Soup, Tango, Tango, Tango.
Alrighty, let's call and see if there's a tower. There's not. There's just traffic, and we have two choices, 33 and 15. We're going to go 33, obviously, because it's straight in, providing we can find the airport in time, less than not full stop landing, and our position.
Echo Sierra Mike Zulu, traffic Turtle Soup, Tango Tango, Tango, 4110 miles southwest, 2,000 feet inbound to land runway tree.
Alright, just have to... Come on, now where's the click spot? Find the airport, which is right there. Okie dokie. And then it looks like we backtrack a little bit. Not a problem. And we just need to find this place, which is probably right out here. Or maybe it actually looks like it's right there. I think it's rendering in. So we'll veer to the right once we spot it, and then nosedive down. Land on 33. In the meantime, let's enjoy some views together. There's an awesome beach down there with the resort, it looks like. Oh, I also noticed that the palace and fortress didn't have objects. It was just satellite imagery. So that was really strange. Ooh, islands. You all know how much I love little islands on water. Anyway, this is a very long, long island. There's a mainland, washed out by the sun. Looks beautiful though. Let's focus on landing now. As soon as we see this place render in. Pretty sure that's your airfield right there. So I'm going to come down here and turn off autopilot. And then we're just going to make our own little approach here as we hand fly in. I could use heading bug and everything with autopilot, but it's fun to hand fly small planes when we can. So we'll come out over the sound here, or the bay, whatever you want to call it. And as soon as we're looking down the runway, we will turn in. Let's call this our base leg.
Echo Sierra Mike Zulu, traffic turtle soup, Tango Tango, Tango 41 is on base runway tree.
So I'm going to nose up to slow down, but I'm also going to bring back throttle so we don't climb. And then we should be able to hold altitude if I want, but I do want to descend a little bit. So I'm going to bring back throttles to descend. And that might not be your airport. Has to be your airport. What does your airport look like? It looked pretty obvious, right? Yeah, there's the dirt area. So somewhere in there, there's a runway. Not the longest runway, but more than enough. Huh. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out as soon as we get there. Yeah, now it's obvious. I knew it would be. Alright, nosing up to slow down, bringing back throttle so we descend a little more quickly here. And then, because I want to keep it in our sights, let's do one of these 45-degree things here. And we'll announce this as our final, just because of our position in the pattern here.
Echo Sierra Mike Zulu, traffic turtle soup, Tango Tango, Tango 41 is on final runway tree to land.
GPS freaked out, that was kind of weird. Right, nose up more to slow down more. And throttle's back so we don't climb. And I'm trying to figure out where the runway is exactly. Huh. Interesting. First set of flaps. Does that look like a reference image? Yes, we're just looking at the opposite side of the reference. Okay, there we go. Makes sense now. 2 flap. We will go full flap. And we will treat it as like a short field, as a short runway. So land closest to stall as we can. Plant it down on the brakes. Don't slam the nose wheel though. And full flap. Long threshold on this one will give us plenty of time to make sure we're hovering just above stall. And then we'll land, taxi over to those buildings, go cold and dark, and move on to leg 8, I believe. So we're doing leg 7 now, so we'll do 7, 8, and 9 in this video. No problem once it's edited down. And here we go, a little faster than we need to be. We are doing full flaps, so we can touch down much more slowly. Here we go, coming down. We're fast. I'm going to do this thing where you level off to bleed off speed. There we go. Perfect. Ground effects. There we are. Ooh, cloud ground effect. Let's touch down firmly and brakes gently. Nose wheel down. Flaps up. There we go. We're going to roll it out. I could have stopped already, but I want to roll it out. Although those buildings might not be airport. Yes, it is, because there's fuel there. There is fuel there, so we'll just do repair and refuel on the keyboard though. But if you want to, you can taxi over to those fuel things, and you can get some fuel. Alrighty, here we go. I know our bright lights are blinding everybody, but so be it. And bam, and now it's clear of runway, whatever that is.
Echo Sierra Mike Zulu, traffic turtle soup, Tango Tango, Tango 41 is clear of the runway.
And brakes, just stop everything. Parking brake, there we go. Turn this stuff off and bring back fuel and everything. Turn that off and batteries. Oh, never mind, it stopped me before it. Alrighty, there you go. Next leg, let's just keep rolling. Alright, where do they put us? Behind the building. Why behind the building? Anyway, we'll use 15 to take off because there's no wind in its closest. So let's get this thing started, and then we will read about where we're going. Fuel is still the way it is. That's whoop. Come here. Oh, come on. These click spots are not lining up. Jeez, beacon to let people, or strobe, I mean, to let people know we're going to start. Actually, it should be beacon. I can't remember. Mixture rich. Start this thing up. And we should be good to go. We'll use fuel pump off this time. Taxi lights on. Avionics on. And while this is doing its thing, let's read about where we're going. Echo Sierra Sierra Whiskey. And another half an hour one. So lift off from the airport and circle once, gaining altitude. Okay. Pass over the center of the runway and set the aircraft on a heading at 235. Fly over the Kalmar Sound and gain a visual on Small Island. You can read about the rest of it. It's National Park. Folktales inspired. That's only 4 minutes out. So that isn't that far away. After that, 3 minutes out. Turn to a heading and visit the tiny island of Firo. Uninhabited island, miles off Sweden, a few miles off Sweden. Staging area for fishermen. Alright, so we got 2 islands. And then we'll go to a city, which I'm not going to pronounce. Shipbuilding. When we get to the city, we'll come back together and talk. Yes, that's how we'll do this one. It's a little bit more talking than this one, just because. Alright, let's get the small icon. There we go. Perfect. We'll keep that one zoomed out. We'll keep that one zoomed in. And that's it. 36, right? We're on the right track. 36. Cool. So that's it. So we're going to announce our taxi. And it's going to be 15 this time. To the north.
Echo Sierra Mike Zulu, traffic turtle soup, Tango Tango, Tango, 41 taking off runway, 15 departure, to the north.
And hopefully we can get around these buildings. Not a problem. Alrighty, let's get out of the dirt. I don't know why they put us in the dirt. But it happens that way sometimes. Let's hop inside here. Get the compass set, the barometer set. Get some more lights on since we're about to... Do we have enough runway? We do. Good grief. Here we go. Airspeed has been alive. Feels like we're tipping over. Let's pop up. Only one set of flaps down though. There we go. Brakes and stop the wheels. And flaps coming up. And we'll gain altitude and head over here. We'll use autopilot in a minute. Just looking around. That looks nice. And here we go. And see, there's the island right there already. I don't know why I have to gain so much altitude, but we're fine. So let's engage autopilot now because we can. That'll hold everything until we can hit nav. 500 feet per minute. Let's go 700 feet per minute. Here we go. Bam. It's still trying to arm the nav. See? There we go. Found it. Now it's going to S-curve around. Alrighty, so I'm going to save my voice. Whoa, that looks nice, actually. Even for flight sim trees. Look at all the buildings in there. All the fun little things you see. All the fields here. Oh, anyway. This reminds me of a Costa Rica flight I have planned. Can't wait. Actually, you know what? You probably already saw it because I'm going to record it after this bush trip. But I'm going to insert it a long time ago. So you already saw the Costa Rica trip. That's what this reminds me of. Alrighty, there's a little island, and then we're going to another island, and we're going to another city, and I'll see you at the city. Enjoy the views. Alright, we're turning towards our city, which is only 2 minutes away. So as we cross over the city, we'll read about what is next. In the meantime, let's look behind us. That's a really cool island. The two islands we just went over. One under the plane, one above the plane. And then the big island in the background. And then mainland's feeding in front of us. Look at that, though. That's cool. Let's look at that from inside. Huh. Lots of little islands, as long as there aren't big animals on there. I would love to be on those islands, maybe even camp out for the night. That'd be fun. Get out there to kayak. That'd be really cool. Alrighty. Getting towards the city, then we'll read about what's next. That is super cool, though, I must say. Interesting shape there, like half of a dinosaur toe. Oh, there's an airport up there. But we're not landing there. It's that one right there. Alrighty, there's a big picture. About to head north. Here's a small picture. About to hit the city. And then the airplane will turn itself, and then we'll read about what's going on. So let's hop outside and prepare our our exterior view for the city, which this is still realistic, because we could have a GoPro or one of those like 360 camera things stuck to the bottom of the airplane where it looks like you're outside on a chase plane, but you're just on a big old stick that gets masked out, I guess. Anyway, there's your city. Some pencil islands or something. Those must be ferry routes because you see the roads go underwater. That's kind of funny. Otherwise, this is a cool looking city, a lot of industry. Remember, it was shipbuilding, it said. They used to build a lot of ships here. Duh, of course. Alrighty, there you go. You can pause and stare if you want to. More cathedrals and things. In the previous video I said I think Sweden is Catholic. I'm guessing it is. I could be wrong. It could be pagan for all I know. But lots of cathedrals and stuff. So there you go. Have a look at your shipyards while I read about the next thing. 13 minutes out. Fly due north, paralleling Route 22 to a small hamlet, Hillersborg. Alright, that's kind of easy to find. Then after that, vitamin C. Gain visual on long, narrow, trending lake. Fly over the lake to reach the coastal city of Västervik, a popular summertime tourist destination known for its fishing. So we can look for a little hamlet. Ooh, look at this out the window, though. Look at that. That's a cool development, American-type development. So hamlet, a city, and then the airport right after the city. Turn to the northeast, parallel the shore of the lake, and gain visual of the airport. Pretty straightforward. This entire bush trip definitely falls into the easy category, if not the easiest I've ever flown. You just set autopilot, 2,000 feet is a good cruise, and you just follow along. There we go. So the hamlet is 12 minutes out. So it's out here somewhere, not quite in sight yet. With the city, and then airport. So, have a look for those. Let's have a look-see, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, we're 9.5 nautical miles out from the hamlet, which is a body of water. And the reason why I hear my voice already is because right after the hamlet, we're going to veer over to the city And right next to the city's airport, so it's all going to happen very quickly. So I just want to get back with you now and enjoy a few views together here, because we'll have to be landing sooner than we think. So many great little communities we've been passing and everything that I wish I could keep it all in with me, but then that would make these videos so long, because now it takes me longer than it says. So this is supposed to take about 5.5 hours, so it's going to take me about 6 total, and 6 hours would be 6 long hour-long videos or 12 shorter videos. Yeah, that would bore people, so I cut out quite a bit, but you still see everything front to back. You just don't get views like this all the way through. There's a farm there, obviously, and a nice skinny dipping pond. That's good for maybe snapping turtles and kayaking. I don't know. I don't know what wildlife is in Sweden. I shouldn't pretend to know either. Anywho, lots of water, lots of little bays and, not bays, ponds and lakes and cool looking things like this. But we're looking for one in particular, so let's hop back inside and see how far we are. 3 minutes out from the hamlet. By the way, I looked it up, and the main religion of Sweden is Lutheran. That would make sense. Especially, that makes sense to me, because here in Minnesota, people would always say, if anybody asks you what religion you are, just say Lutheran. So that's how I grew up in a, air quotes, spiritual but not religious household, end quote. My mom always said, just don't get into it, just say you're Lutheran. And because there's lots of Scandinavians in Minnesota, I'm trying to work on my accent, Minnesota, it would make sense that Sweden is Lutheran. So I assumed it was Catholic, because a lot of Europe is Catholic, a lot of South America is Catholic, but Sweden is Lutheran. So I wonder if Norway is Lutheran as well. I should look that up, but I don't want to miss our hamlet. Norway is evangelical Lutheran. Ooh, so they're a little more boisterous and louder about their religion, eh? So Swedish, they just say, yeah, we're Lutheran. And Norwegians are like, come be Lutheran with us. Anyway, yeah, I just thought it was funny. Alright, our hamlet is where the long thing connects to the short thing. So the long thing connects, I don't see a long thing connecting to a short thing. Oh, because we're over it. Just can't see it because it's under the nose. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there's the long thing connected to the short thing. Okay, we're over the hamlet. So that means it's going to turn us to a city any second now. See, we're going to go to the city. You can see out here, and then whoop, back to the airport. So let's tune in the airport. No, we're not quite ready to land yet. We'll tune in the airport when we're passing by. How about that? So anyway, out here there's a city along the water. And then you come back and there's an airport somewhere over here that we cannot see. And because we're so low, we're going to have to rely on the GPS. Oofta. Anywho, alrighty. 7654321, and then it'll tell us how long it's going to take to get to the city. And then as we pass by, we'll call out the airport. 3 minutes to the city. Okay. I guess. Airport is up ahead. I'm pretty sure that's the airport there. So I can see how quickly this is going to happen, right? We're going to get to the city, which is rendering in with its cathedral. Well, if they're Lutheran, they wouldn't be cathedrals, would they? Because cathedral is Catholic. Do Lutherans have cathedrals? Alright, so Lutherans do have cathedrals. So there we go. That's what we see. Anyway, time to get comfortable. Adjust the microphone. Plant my rear end firmly in the chair. Let's turn off autopilot because it's going to get really messy trying to make this turn to the back. Let's tune in the airport, which is Sierra Whiskey. Yep. And now, ooh, select a runway for landing. Ooh. What? Was that correct? Yep. Okay, which one do we want? We're going to be turning back. I think we want 33. Whoops. That was not an option. I hit 3, go to 33. It's 2. Announce full stop landing and position.
Echo Sierra Sierra Whiskey Traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 3 miles southeast 2,100 feet inbound to land runway tree.
Alrighty, enjoy your city view because we can't, well, I guess we can go outside a little bit for a second with the drone. I just can't control my plane, that's all, unless I hit some buttons. Beautiful, there you go. Take a screenshot, pause it, whatever you want to do, because we are going to fly back. I just want to make sure I hit this Waypoint, here we go. Steepy, steepy, but do not stress the aircraft. It'll register as a crash. Although it would probably just let us resume from right here, maybe. I like how there's a house on the field. See it now? That's hilarious. Alright, how are you doing? Looking good, actually. Looking really good. Wow. Okie dokie. Let's hit that waypoint, though, so it gives us the next thing in the GPS. Come on. Pick it up. Thank you. Alright, cool. And the airport is where? Right there? No. No, that's not it. It says it is. Off the long skinny body of water. Where's the airport? Right here. Okay, good. That scared me. I'm like, what? Alrighty, cool. That's, this is kind of a base leg, although we're not doing traffic pattern.
Echo Sierra Sierra Whiskey Traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is on base runway tree.
A moment ago, my teenager was down, and he's like, just want to hang out and chill. I'm like, okay, you can watch me record my videos. Like, I don't want to watch you fly planes. You'll watch me do Forza, though. First set of flaps. We'll do full flap just because we can, even though we do not need to. I just like to. Oh, yeah, and we should turn off fuel pump. That way, if we need to go around, don't have to worry about engine stalling out on us. Of course, that depends on airplane by airplane. Sometimes use a fuel pump for takeoff and approach in case of go around. Other times you only use it when you start the plane. Sometimes you only use it for go around. Sometimes you only use it for takeoff. Sometimes you use it all the time. Just depends. 2 flap. Descending nicely. What do we got? 1,200 feet. Probably want to come down a little bit more. Throttles back to come down. Do not nose down. You'll speed up. And let's do this kind of thing because I can't see you otherwise.
Echo Sierra Sierra Whiskey Traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is on final runway tree to land.
I probably memorized that too. Yes. Final when you're uncontrolled airport. And full flap because we can. Coming in a little, well, not slow, but slow in that it feels like it's taking forever. And let's see here. 79, 78. Hopefully come over the threshold around 60, and then we'll coast. We'll hover over the runway with ground effect. Touchdown nicely. No complaints. Should be pretty straightforward. And we might just turn out the aircraft on the runway for this. Oh no, there's a taxiway right in the middle. Maybe if we stop in time, we'll take that taxiway. Oh, a little slower than I wanted, but that's okay. Let's clear these trees. A little bit of throttle, get over the trees. Don't nose up, you'll just slow down too much. And I think we're over the trees in 3, 2, 1 now. So now we'll nosedive, just because those silly trees. But we're not going as fast as it looks, so we're good. There we go. Round it out. Come down. I don't know how I got off center or whatever. Ground effect. Let it land all by itself. There we go. And nose wheel down gently. Flaps coming up. And will we make the taxiway? Yes, we will. And I think clear of runway is also 1 once we get out of here. Don't stop totally, please. Taxi lights, landing lights, nav off, strobe off. There we go. Oh, hey, a place for us to land. Look at that.
Echo Sierra Sierra Whiskey Traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is clear of the runway.
Sometimes we get a parking spot. Sometimes we don't. Where do you want? You don't want me to? What? No. Come on. I'm trying to turn. Oh, I still have to set up differential braking on my keyboard, even though I said that like 7 videos ago. I don't know how this is working, but okay, stop. Sorry. All right, parking brake is set. Let's see. Let's turn everything off just like this. Turn it all off, and turn that off. Bring back fuel, and here we go. Simple, simple. One more leg in this video. Hopefully edited down as consumable. Let's get going. Okie dokie, they put us in a pretty spot. Aww. By the office. We have to taxi out without hitting anything. Alright, whatever. We'll probably use 33 again, just because it's, North facing? Alright, what are we doing? We're turning on some stuff on here. Beacon, fuel pump, mixture forward, even though it's off your screen. Let's start this up. Here we go. Just like that. Pitot heat, avionics. Get the avionics going. While those are warming up, let's read about the final leg in this video. This is the antepenultimate, by the way. Second to last is ultimate. Third to last is second to last is oh my gosh. Final leg is ultimate. Second to last is penultimate. Third to last is antepenultimate. Fourth to last is pre-antepenultimate. Look it up yourself. So this is the antepenultimate leg. Yes, I think so. Here we go. Take to the sweetest sky from the airport. While I hit OK on our GPS. And go along the lake. Maintain course. Pass over the thing inlet. Gamlebyviken inlet to reach the city of Gamleby. Gamleby, which translates to Old Village, was the original location of Västervik. Alright, let's do this. So this gives us our thing. Come on. Oh, seriously now? No. There we go. And boom. Hopefully when we get in the air, it'll give us to 41. Or if it doesn't, I'll go on the GPS and fix it. Alright, so that's 3.5 minutes, so we'll combine with the next one. Ooh, 10 minutes for this. Follow the course of the route 22 over a patchwork of forest, fields, lakes, and streams. You can keep reading about that. My voice is getting tired. Industrialization in the 1900s after the Bronze Age. Cool, so we'll look for that. We'll do one more, and then we'll come back together. So then, 7 minutes later, continue on. Gain a visual of a deep, narrow inlet. Long canal system that crosses Sweden to the Baltic Sea. Bam. When we get to the inlet, we'll come back together and read more. Alrighty, this should all be set. I'm just hoping that this goes to 41. If not, I will fix the GPS for us. Alright, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? 33. Because that's northish. Right? And then it's taxi to the north, which is 5.
Echo Sierra Sierra Whiskey Traffic Turtle Soup Tango, 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 4-1 taking off runway tree departure to the north.
3 departure to the north. Alrighty, because we didn't leave the sim, our parking people are still there. And if this were a towered airport, we would never get our clearance to take off, and that's happened before. But I don't care. And let's not hit the building. Let's not hit airplanes. Let's not hit anything, because I'm not totally sure what counts as a solid object. So I don't have to restart this leg before we've even started it. Alright, a little bit of back taxi action. Watch your torso, guys. Thank you. So let's turn on landing lights now, and nav, and strobe. Keep the fuel pump on until we are done climbing. And I really hope the GPS picks this up, or else I'll have to go in there and change it, which is fine. I just have to do it while I hand fly, that's the thing. Do I trust that we have enough to take off? No. I was thinking about taking off midfield, but we're not going to do that. So I'm going to taxi all the way down to the end, and then we'll come back together and take off. I just realized, cruising down this runway, I have Born to Be Wild stuck in my head, and I actually don't know the words of that song. I just know the melody. Kind of funny. We're cruising though. We should probably slow down, or else we're not going to make this turnaround, which they do give us a little turnaround area, which if I had differential braking set up, this is more than enough to do it. I just don't have it. You can do this in a jet if you have differential braking set up. That's where you split the differential, basically. Use your brakes to stop one wheel while the other one is free rolling, and then it pulls you to the side that you're braking on. Differential, if you know what a differential is. If not, that's okay. Not everybody does, but just like in your car, you know, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, a differential in the back, because your tires cannot turn out the same speed when you go around corners. They'll break unless you lock them together in a Jeep on purpose. That's totally different though, and you're going very, very slowly. Brakes just have the wheels, gears fixed, flaps coming up, and the GPS is dumb. So we need to come over here while we hand fly, so make sure we are maintaining climbs. I should probably go like this so I can keep an eye on our climb while I keep an eye on our speed. Oh, there it went. Okay, fine. Let's come down here then do autopilot, and we're going to do nav, which already went 200 down 200 feet per minute. Are you insane? What? Let's go up 700. Did we almost crash? Yes, we did, because for some reason it wanted us to come down 200 feet per minute. That was close. We almost ended up in the drink. Holy guacamole, that actually startled me a little bit, because that was really scary. I used to think that it would hold your current vertical speed. That's how it decided, but I don't think we were down 200 feet per minute. Anyway, 4 minutes to, what are we looking for? I forgot, so how can I expect you to remember? Oh yeah, we're going to an old village, and then we're going to an industrial village, and then we're going to the deepest inlet in the area. And then we'll come back together, and we'll talk some more. Enjoy a couple minutes of sightseeing, and I'll remember to turn the fuel pump off at 2,000 feet. I promise. See you in a little bit. Such amazing, amazing scenery. Again, I regret that I'm not keeping everything in, but the videos would just get way too long. That being said, I did live stream an entire bush trip once. Last year, I think it was. Granted, it was only a 3-hour bush trip or something, but still, I live streamed the whole thing. So all in one go. But, we can't do that for every bush trip, and I can't leave in everything. It's just too much. But there's our inlet. That's super duper deep. So we'll get there in about 3.5 minutes. So let's, well, there's an airport there too, but not our airport. Alrighty. So we'll keep an eye on that inlet. And let's read about what's after the inlet. The super deep inlet. 4 minutes later from here, we're going to the town of Söderköping. Söderköping. The town dates to the medieval times. Oofta, that's old. 3 minutes after that, airport. Okay, well, there you go. So we probably won't get any more sightseeing. Just me yapping along. I turn and follow the general path of the Route 22, gain a visual on Enzhorn Lake and the city of Norrköping, directly north of the lake. Yep, I'm looking at Google Maps. I'm like, I see lakes to the west, but whatever. Airport is northeast of the lake to east of the city. Land at the airport to complete this leg of the trip, which will complete this video as well. But there's still one more video to finish the bush trip, so make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on. Hit the like button, even if you normally don't. That way people know that we exist. Any interaction with the video is good interaction with the video, and then YouTube will be like, oh, hey, there's this dude doing every single bush trip. Why don't you watch him? He doesn't scream into the mic most of the time either. So, gotta hit that like button though, or else YouTube won't care. Zoom in one more time. There we go. Alright, 2 minutes out from the inlet, and then over to the city, and then the airport. You can see how this is going to work. Over to the city, then the airport. Echo Sierra Sierra Papa. We will tune in the airport as soon as we make this turn, because it's actually going to happen very quickly. Oh my goodness, there's the island. Lots of islands, but there's the one we're supposed to look for. And then we'll ring up our destination, but not our final destination, our antepenultimate destination. Looking over towards the Baltic Sea, which is the water you see out here. Of course, that's the whole point of this bush trip, is how we're going along the Baltic Sea. I'm wondering if we're going to get to Stockholm, Sweden, either to complete the bush trip or in the next leg, or if at all. We'll be finding out very, very soon, because, you know, there's only 2 legs left. Alright, there's an inlet, so we're going to turn any second now. So let's ring up our airport. Which one is SSP? Ring it up in nearest list. And SSP is second furthest, furthest. Tune in the tower. There really is a tower this time. Not touch.
Tower,
No.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 4115 miles southeast, 2,000 feet for touch and go.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 for 1 Kungsängen Tower. Altimeter 29er.9er 2 wind 264 at 5. Make straight in runway 27.
Make straight in runway 27, Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alright, let's change that to a full stop landing.
Kungsängen Tower Turtle Soup Tango 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 41, 2,000 feet to land.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 for 1 Kungsängen Tower. Altimeter 29er.9er 2 wind 264 at 5. Fly straight in runway 27.
Make straight in runway 27, Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Well, we're not really going to be straight in 27 because we're going to make a detour at this place first. At the city, the medieval city, which is right here, starting to render in. And then we'll find the airport, which is over here somewhere. But we'll have to like zigzag around to get back on track for runway 27. But nothing we can't handle. See, straight in 27. We would go over here, go straight in 27, because we're doing basically 27 right now. But we're going to do this first. So now we have to come out here and do 27. So, again, no big deal. But, what the heck? Why are we shaking so much? Anyway, how's your compass doing? Hit D. Boom. You get gyro drift with analog compasses or vacuum compasses. I guess you could call this an HSI. I wouldn't, but your compass has to line up with the whiskey compass, and to do that you just hit D on the keyboard, or you line up the two using this one here. So if I go like this to line it up with that, but I'm not going to, I'm going to D instead. There we go. Now why are we all over the place? Is the train turbulence really that crazy? Did the wind change? What's going on? Did they have AstroTurf? Anywho, lots of farms, lots of communities. Not all that different from here, I guess. But there we go. Alrighty. Town coming right up. I am looking for this airport though, and I don't see it. It's probably right in front of my face, and editing is probably obvious, but I don't think that's it. What's the reference image look like? Yeah, it's just over some green. I mean, it's 4 minutes away. We can cover a lot of ground in 4 minutes. So, I don't know. It's out here within this area somewhere. But first, we're going to enjoy the medieval city. And we'll do that by looking outside. There's our save icon already. Alrighty, here we go. Here is the city. The airplane will turn. We'll turn off autopilot. We'll look for this airport. Get clearance to land. Pretty straightforward. And, interesting. I love the ants. I mean, the cars. Alrighty, there's the city. Pause it if you want a closer look, but it's time to get into the airplane and let the airplane turn, and then we'll look for an airport. I just don't see. Is it here? It could be there. I mean, it says it's where with the city. Airport is northeast lake due east of the city. I mean, I guess that could be it here. Huh. I don't know. Regardless, we're 3 minutes out. Let's turn off autopilot because we need to go more to the right here, more to the east, in order to line up for 27. Heading bug is set to about 27. Give or take. There it is right there. Whoop, that's probably 28. There we go. 27 means 270 degrees, which is due west. You take out the last number. And if you had wind, you would take out the last number of the wind, and you want the number closest to the wind to the airport number. That's how you decide which airport to land at. Yeah, that's it for sure right there. Okay, I was correct. Piece of cake. We're just going to line up. We're probably farther away than we need to be, but whatever. Let's get a little closer. Long finals are boring. I'd rather pretend like we're landing on a mountain village runway or something. Clear to land already?
Wind 264 at 5. Clear to land runway 27.
Clear to land runway 27, Turtle Soup Tango, Tango Tango 41.
Alrighty, I brought back throttles and nosed up. So I nosed up to slow down. Throttles are keeping us from climbing too much. In fact, I'm going to bring back more throttles while I hold our attitude. So we descend even more. There we go. Nose up a little bit. Slow down as well. And I lost... Nope, the runway's right there, I think. Okay. We're just kind of far away. We do not need to be this far away. Let's get closer. We're also going to have the longest, boringest final ever. I was also wondering what these do. Nothing. Why can you push those if nothing happens? Anywho. Airport runway right there, I think. I think. Good looking city. I'm sure we'll fly over it right away to start the next leg. But you won't know unless you're subscribed. Although I must say, I would imagine pretty much everybody who watches these bush trip videos are already subscribed. But in case you're not, go for it. I'm here for the community, not just for myself. People often tell me they get more out of my videos than tutorials because a tutorial is something specific. My videos, you just watch and pick up things as you watch, different things every time, and then you learn something from it, or you learn something you can go explore more on your own. Alrighty, we're going kind of fast to make final, so let's bring back throttles to descend while we raise the nose to slow down. They work together. Except more throttle down. There you go, first set of flaps. We will use 3 flap just because it's interesting and I can stop really fast. I like to stop really fast. 2 flap. Let's drop down. Now we're kind of high. And I have a child knocking on my door. And where were we? Oh, we're landing an airplane. Sorry, my 12-year-old wanted to tell me about a show he's watching with Mom. He's very excited to share with me. But I'm not as much of a TV junkie as people think I am for some reason, so I'd rather fly airplanes. I used to sit and watch everything with them because I'm like, I'm having family time. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to sit and watch these ultra dramatic shows of stress and drama. I have enough stress and drama that few people know about. I don't need fictional stress and drama. I know for some people it balances out real life and it's an escape for them. the more dramatic their life is, the more dramatic TV they enjoy. Cancels out their own drama. But to me, it just adds to it. So, anyway, landing an airplane, pretty simple. It says we're high, whatever. We have a huge runway. Pretty straightforward. Put the lines between your legs. Just remember, put anything between your legs and you'll land on the landing strip just fine. Doesn't matter how big your equipment is. It can be a 727 or a 172. I said that backwards. It could be a 172 or a 747. If you put the lines between your legs, it'll be centered. There we go. Boom. Kiss the ground gently. Nose wheel down gently. Flaps coming up. We're going to roll this one out.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41. Turn next taxiway.
I will as soon as I find... Oh, there's taxiway right here. Will we make it? Will we make it? Will we make it? I think we will. Oh, boy. What is my teenager doing upstairs? That's so loud. Anywho, let's just roll out. I don't know if this is a taxiway. It's going to be right now. And then we'll turn this thing off.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 contact ground on 120.355.
120.355 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
I think we're going camping out. Here's what's happening.
Kungsang in ground Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 request taxi to parking.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Okay, we just made up our own general aviation parking. I think I'm not going to worry about actually going anywhere. There we go. Okay, dokie. 2 legs left. You're only going to be able to watch them. Well, you're only going to know you can watch them if you subscribe. And I'll see you then.